Good morning, you guys. Olivia's to the point where she actually goes live to her IG, which she always does, and she basically is telling us just like she always says the basic stuff that all of us are mad, we're haters, we're this, we're that. I was recently in one of her lives yesterday. People to the point where they were asking questions of normal questions like pregnancy questions, this and that, and she was basically reading comments, things that she actually didn't want to address. She did not answer, and the mods to the point they were doing their jobs, but they were blocking people. My thing with Olivia's delusional. You can tell when Gerard is to the point where he's gotten the kids because she gets crazy and irate. She be desperate for content, so she just get on the IG and do the most. Now, the reason why I'm doing this video is that I actually saw a picture of her on the actual IG where she took a picture of her backside area. And I noticed too, just like somebody screenshotted it, she had no belly bump. Now, for her to be about at least 5 months, something should be popping out of there. She actually looked like she didn't have no belly. Now, my thing with Olivia is, like I told people from day one, Olivia is not pregnant. This is based on a storyline that went wrong and it went too far, and she knows it's gonna bring views. Now, if she to the point where she actually has a baby, then yeah, I would say I'm sorry. I would make a whole video about it. I don't have a problem doing it. But guess what? I don't have to worry about that because ain't no video gonna have to be made concerning that. Olivia is not pregnant. Olivia don't even give out pregnancy vibes. She don't talk about her pregnancy. She don't even post receipts. And when I say receipts, she don't even vlog going to the doctor. Who does that? Now, if you to the point where you're having a baby, you vlog that. Now we already to the point where we know she's lying about her potential man. Now, if you got a man, you gonna show him sometime. Her excuse is that he don't want to be on camera. Brandon didn't want to be on camera, but yet you had him on camera. So we already know it's a lie. We also saw in our last video that she actually went and bought all this cologne, shoes. Somebody been watching Gerard's IG. I think the fact that his actual girlfriend bought him the new Jordans, somebody didn't like it. She went and bought her two new pair of shoes. And then she was opening up dresses. I had seen somebody did a throwback. She had the Sheen haul. You know, when she buy Sheen, baby, you can't tell her nothing. My thing is, everything she was buying did not scream that she was pregnant. See, Olivia's to the point where she even bought some with somebody did a video where she bought some ballet type slippers. My thing is too, how's you gonna wear them with swollen feet? Now you going on 6, 7 months, I'm pretty sure after a while your feet gonna swell at some point. Now it might be not swell to the point where the doctor might say something, but they gonna swell. Them shoes she had on, I wouldn't even wear, and I'm not pregnant. So Olivia needs to do what she doing and keep up with her lies. See, that's the first thing she can't do. She lied and can't keep up with what she said. Now she's to the point where she's trying to be defensive and tell people not to worry about what her boyfriend bought. If she said that he bought it, he did. My thing is stuff that she bought. You can tell that the stuff that she was presenting to us, saying her boyfriend bought us, looked like stuff she would buy. Because most of it looked like secondhand stuff and stuff that wasn't even up to date. You can tell good when Olivia buys something for herself because it be out of date and most importantly, it look grandma-ish. To be her age, she don't dress her age. The stuff she buys, she dress like she maybe like late 50s, maybe early 60s. And you know her go-to always is them black leggings. I was so glad when she threw them things away. Olivia to the point, I don't understand her. You can tell good when dry comes. She started getting the Nisha braids and she started beating her face. Now I already knew that Gerard had the kids because it was already speculation that he was gonna get them, and plus he got them this time around last time. Now, when I actually went to his IG, the children look totally different, and I ain't talking about in appearance. The gene would happen. They open their presents. You know, it's a big to do, and it's sad that when they with their mom, they don't even get that constant love. Olivia barely put him on the camera. She's always want to be the center stage, and then most times she ain't talking about nothing. We don't even get basic family vlogs with her taking the kids' place and this and that. I'm beginning to wonder to even go anywhere outside of school. You could tell Robin be basically frustrated, and they actually be with their dad because they can be kids. See, with Olivia, they just basically actors in her particular play. That's what I call them. See, Olivia needs to get her stuff together. She needs to stop trying to use other people's content. Now she can't use Gerard no more, so therefore she's trying to use this so-called mystery man for content. Anything to bring a click and a view over there. It's all good, but what you gonna do when it's to the point where you got to eventually show the man, or either show the baby and a combination of both. That's what I'm waiting to see. Show me a show go live with him holding the baby. She ain't even got to show his face. And then I think about it's been about 4 days now. She made this live where she was talking about he's here, and we saying to myself, where he at? I clicked in there. I went on clicked on it, but I knew it was clickbait because she not finna show that man. Because it ain't first of all, ain't no man to show, and most part of it was a man. She ain't finna show him. I'm gonna tell you why. She showed Zolo, she showed Brandon, she showed, and then she basically showed her, you know what? Olivia looks dumb, and she knows she just basically want to Gerard make him quote unquote think she got a man, and most important, make him feel jealous. Gerard ain't thinking about her, and most importantly, she look dumb. She really, really does. You a pregnant woman. You ain't give out pregnancy advice. You be doing everything but talking about the baby. When people ask you how many months you is, you start deflecting. She doing the same thing Jasmine was doing. Jasmine to the point where she was deflecting for a minute, and people was questioning the fact that she was pregnant. Then when they find she really was thought she was pregnant, she kept lying about how many weeks she was. And I'm saying to myself, that's kind of creepy and cringy. But the thing about Olivia's belly that I don't like, it looks like this more like an Amazon belly. You ever seen somebody that's maybe 7, 8 weeks and they belly to the point where it's look real roundish? Not saying that it matters what type of shape your belly is. Everybody's belly takes a different shape. But Olivia belly don't scream pregnancy bag. Don't have no type of shape. It's like a regular belly of somebody that used to be fat or somebody that maybe had baby weight still. That's what it looked like. The belly that Jasmine still got, she looked more pregnant than Olivia got. And Olivia's supposed to be way further along. You could tell that there wasn't no real belly when she was sitting in the live. I could tell that. That's her natural belly. That's not a pregnant belly. Now, if you see some of the pictures on her IG, how she positioned with her stomach, you can tell she's not pregnant. She told on herself when she actually made that post, and she was able to see a back view of her butt, and you had no other choice but to see her belly because she partially had it up. I guess she was trying to feel herself. But my thing is, living you tell the truth. I mean, if you got content over there, they gonna still watch. But people gonna start unsubscribe when they realize that you telling a lie, especially about a baby. And then on top of that, you already saying the baby special needs. See, Olivia doing too much. She doing it just for a money grab, and most importantly, she doing it so that she can get cash apps and the registry, which she got. My thing is, I think she took most of the baby items and gave it to her sister. Her sister really is pregnant. So, and then people are saying, Jasmine made a secret register. That's how she got stuff for the babies, and probably used some of the gift cards from Baby Legendary's register. I'm starting to believe that because how you just all of a sudden just come up with a haul, and then you really don't have a whole lot in the haul, and most of the stuff in there screams that it did come from Walmart because she said it came from Ross. I said ain't no way them came from Ross. Ross don't have extras like that, and I go on a regular. I ain't never in my life seen an action figure in there. Now she would have told a lie and said Walmart, I might have believed it. I know it wasn't Target because they want no up to date toys. When you're going Target, it's a whole different experience when it comes to toys. Most everything in there be up to date toys. Most of the things she had would look like something you maybe could buy, maybe a figurine, maybe no more than about $10, $20 tops. She ain't had the up to date figurines for the kids. Nowadays it's Avengers, it's Spider-Man, stuff like that. Paw Patrol. So something was up. The gig was up with Jazz. See, Jazz was to the point. I'm on her now. Jasmine always want to throw Chris down our throat. She cannot do one video without telling us what Chris was doing. She told us that Chris was actually out shopping. My thing is, we know Chris don't shop, and most important, Chris don't have no money and he don't buy nothing. The only thing Chris do is cook up all her food and ride around Houston, wherever that is she live. That's it. He don't in between go to work. So how is it that out the blue when you making a video he out shopping for the kid? If he shop for the kid, why y'all ain't blog together? More important, why when you went to Ross that time and made that BS video about what you bought, why he went with you? That was the first time to bring Chris along and y'all vlog together. Guess what? It ain't gonna happen because most importantly, he really don't like being on screen with you. And more sadder than that, Chris don't buy nothing for them kids. So how in the world he out there now by himself buying? What did he buy? We know we don't believe you, Jasmine. We really, really don't. Only person buy for them kids is Philip's side of the family, your mama and you. He ain't bought that boy a onesie. a bib to go around his neck, a baby bottle. He don't have to do it because you got up there and lied and beg for just your subscribers, and they actually did it for y'all. And he's so trifling that the last thing that you had on there was the actual car seat. He couldn't even buy that. So you waited it out and you did your pitiful mouth, and before you know it, they had bought that. So tell me how, after all that stuff people bought for your baby legendary, you could not even buy half of that for him yourself. The stuff that you had sitting up there on that little hall, that one enough. That might have been for 2 kids. You got 5 kids, four outside the one you got. You should have stuff that we still should have been pulling stuff out of there showing us. Then you were showing us baby clothes, like a lady said in somebody else's live stream. Baby clothes really is not a Christmas present. That's a necessity. That's something they need anyway. And then what really broke my heart, somebody made a statement. They said, why would she buy clothes for them? She don't take them nowhere. Now, if somebody say that, that tells a whole lot about you as a mother. They basically know you don't take them nowhere. And when they be on camera, the little clothes they have on be too small. Somebody else said that, and it's true. Ava, her clothes be too tight. Aiden, I don't know what he be having on. And then his little struggle braids, I be saying, why she won't just unbraid that little boy hair and cut it? Because if you're going to keep it to the point where you want it to grow like that, you have to keep it up. Take them to somewhere where they could twist it up, braid it down or something. You could tell she had braided it. All his little new growth was coming out, and his hair been like that for at least a month. We in December. Tell me why you hadn't gotten that boy a haircut. He's a little boy. If you're not to the point where you can maintain that style. You're not able to take him to the actual barber shop or something to maintain it. So why even do his hair like that? You just that trifling and sorry that you don't want to get him a haircut. Haircut ain't but $10. It might not be that much for him. It might go lower because he's younger. So I'm not understanding. And then people kept dragging her, which is true. Why would you go buy all them different stuff that you bought for Aiden? I mean, Ava and Aiden, when you know they on the spectrum. You should have bought a number of straight laptops, leap pads, educational, like little puzzles, like the ABC puzzle that you can buy on flashcards, stuff like that. Coloring books, maybe stuff where you can interact with them. See, Jasmine not finna buy that because she don't interact with those kids. You can tell, because they don't flock to her like that. They do on time. She acted as though she really cared about them was when she made that video after she had just got out the hospital. Talking about how she missed her kids. And every time she said, I miss my kids, she looked dead in the camera. If you miss your kid, we should not be to the point where even if the camera is on, you looking dead in there. So that's letting us know you're doing it for the camera. If you watch closely at Jasmine's videos, it's based on production. And I don't mean to mean in the sense that it's a YouTube video. You can tell it's fake and forced. Even when he be up there, his facial expression tells you that he ready to make that video, click off, and he ready to go on and do what he do. Now, personally, I think that he got another girlfriend. Jasmine know about it, but she feel like as long as he come home, it's fine. In Fuga, see, that man got a double life. He's not even there. And then the excuse she made about why he wasn't in the intro was just that excuse. That man be home most of the time. You could have got that video in when he was there. And it really looks sad you having the intro without him knowing you just pushed out a baby. And he didn't even think enough of you to buy you a push gift. Now he had every opportunity and every amount of money because he ain't had to buy the baby, and then the supporters did it. So tell me why you and him couldn't get to the point where y'all actually took be in a family photo with you and him, especially since the baby in there too. Then she had this little white meet and greet because that's what it was. With the family. My thing is it looks so pitiful. And Chris looked like he was paid to be there. Nothing about that video looked genuine. Mama Deuce almost looked like she was really genuine, but Jasmine, you could tell it was a production. Whoever them family members were, they just was basically holding them, but it didn't look like it was nothing. You could tell it was something that she called them over, said, y'all come on, sit down and we'll film. I mean, it's not giving. And you can tell the love in a photo and when somebody meeting a baby for the first time, but I didn't see that in that video at all. But see, Jasmine to the point now, she do so much and then she calls some editing stuff out, but she forget what she been said. But Olivia got her beat when it comes to lying. Olivia is the liar and Jasmine is the beggar. She look dead in the camera and next thing you know, you looking up her nostril. When she do that pose for you, she finna start right begging. So you might well hold your pocketbooks and keep your wallets closed, cause she coming with it. She always got something that she feel like she want to have her kids, but she won't get off her butt and go to work and get it. It's too many work from home jobs that she could be doing to sit at home and not have what the kids had. She could work from home and got the stuff for baby legendary. That way, if somebody didn't buy nothing off the registry, she had it. So they tell you she was trifling. Even if they were buying stuff, she still should have bought stuff. She went and bought, I think maybe $30 worth of stuff for that baby. Chris ain't bought nothing. But she wants us to believe that Chris is shopping. And I was in another country at Creators Live, and I made a statement just like I told them. Yeah, he out shopping all right. He shopping for a job. And guess what? He gonna come back empty handed on that. Chris ain't trying to do nothing but live off Jasmine. Jasmine is a single mother of five. She need to embrace it, and most important, she need to know it is what it is. We can see that it's fake and forced for the camera. It ain't nothing genuine about their relationship. They don't even hug, they don't kiss, they don't do none of that. They don't even post pics on IG. Everything she supposed to be hugging the kids or either video of the kids. She don't never post hugging him, hugging, just standing next to each other, holding the baby, none of that. You just had a baby for this man. He's supposed to be loving on that baby if he ain't loving on you. But I know what it is. He cannot stay. He can't be home long enough. But she wants to paint this picture that he be at work. If he at work so much, why you had to beg people for what he needed? I know why, cause he don't work. And he's too sorry to even put a video on y'all third channel. Extra Jazz and Free. He won't even go over there and put a video up. That's time he can put a video up. You can see him interacting with the kids, something. That relationship is weird. I don't care what nobody say. Jasmine to the point she just accepting anything, and most importantly, she can't fake it no more. His facial expression tell it all. Baby, if Philip get out, you better run. I mean run to his arms. Cause baby, feel about the best you gonna do outside of just dealing with Chris. Now you ain't the best you gonna do, period, meaning concerning men, but you can't say that about Phil. He was trying to get it for those kids. You know, and then like a lot of people saying, why we be telling her this and that, why we base trying to say she a bad mother. We don't have to say nothing. She can do it, she already do it for herself. But if you under a rock, I pull the rock off from over your head and hit people some. My Shabby Life has videos up of Jasmine. And those videos that she put up are Jasmine's own content, showing you how she was doing Maya as a kid. Maya used to stay with a little black guy. That's why I give her the side eye. Those kids so underweight, it doesn't make sense. Caitlin is the size of a 7-year-old, and that's reaching. How old she is? About 9 years old. That little girl, nothing about her screen 9-year old, even down to her, the way she speaks. She speaks like a baby, pushing might be a 6-year-old. And the little 6-year-old, you can tell that she very underweight, and that's Amaya. Remember now, Maya is the one that she pretend to love so much right now. That's her favorite kid. No. Legendary is the favorite kid. That's why he got that name Legendary. And most important, every time you see her, she holding him like he's some gold or something. There's nothing wrong with holding him like he's some gold, but what about your other kids? You got 4 more other kids. You don't even love your kids enough to go potty train. They about to be 4 years old and still wearing diapers. And like somebody else said too, that would have been a good gift to buy them some underwear, big girl pants and big girl underwear. And I don't mean pull-ups. And take them to the potty. It's no excuse. When the kids sleep, the little boys sleep, you can go in there and tell them to go potty and make it a routine. And most importantly, you can make a lot of times make it fun, offer them a treat, like a snack or something they like. But see, what really made me really know that Jasmine, when you know what, when she had movie night, had the kids sitting on the floor and had them eating popcorn out of the grocery bags. That's not only it's not sanitary, and most importantly, it made her look dumb. And to post it on IG, and then people in the comments telling she a good mother. How is she a good mother? That's why the kids say sick. I ain't never in my life when Jasmine had that video in her kitchen ever see her with a bottle of Lysol on the counter. Nothing in there is left like cleaning products around. No bleach, no nothing. No, why? Cause she not doing it. Somebody had to basic screenshot and make her feel trifling, because that's what she is. And she decided to use her mop and broom and actually mop her floor. And I said that's sad. In the way she was mopping it, you could tell that she don't know how to mop. Now, if you to the point you don't know how to mop, that's my answer. And if you think I'm lying, look at the video where she did the night routine with her kids, and she was basically almost about to drown the little baby. No soap in sight. She got the soap there, but none on his little body. And if she had an ounce of sin, she'll know not to put that much water on that little baby. Most importantly, you could have just gave him a little spot bath. You give him a bath almost like where he still got his little umbilical cord. When technically he might still do. The baby ain't 2 months old. He got thrashed, and it's a lot going on. And then it took a minute to wipe all that water off. And when she did, she had to the point she would wrap him up a little bit. I said to myself, where the baby oil at? She ain't put no oil on his little body or nothing. But she made sure she